Hello everyone. So welcome back to your class after your summer break. I hope all of you have enjoyed your summer break, right? Complete whole 1 month. So let us be back on the previous track. Where were we? And the chapters which were included for your periodic assessment, do note that those chapters will be included for your half-yearly examinations as well. The syllabus for your half-yearly examinations will be shared with you very soon. So attend your class regularly, alright? As otherwise later on some of you may come back to me saying that, sir, which is the syllabus for half-yearly? As remember you did, some of you have done the same in your periodic assessment as well. I hope you won't be repeating the same again. Alright, so previously, if you remember, we started with the chapter The World of Growing Knowledge, chapter 10 from Unit-4, page number 70. And we are done with the introduction part. I believe we have completed up till this topic, the story of writing, right? As I have marked out here, but still, since you came back after a long gap of 1 month, all in games mode and all, so I will restart it once again from the topic, the story of writing. As I read, kindly follow the test. The story of writing. Writing is a system of communicating by means of symbols or signs. The earliest writing tried by different people were mainly in pictorial form because the art of painting came much before the art of writing. Please underline that. I have already told you in the previous class to underline it as well, but once again, as we are restarting it, such type of writing can be seen in Egypt and Mesopotamia. In Egypt, there are ancient tombs of the kings that still contain such pictorial form of writing. So, starting from the art of painting came much before the art of writing. Such type of writing can be seen in Egypt and Mesopotamia. Until there, okay, underline that, mark it. The Mesopotamians were the first to develop a proper way of writing. They wrote with a sharp stylus made of reed on the smooth surface of clay tablets. Alright, now before I proceed further, now see, as you read the text or as I read the text, there will be many terminologies, words which are new to you. So I would suggest you, as I already told in the previous classes also, all those words which are new to you, which you are not aware of the meaning of those words, mark those words and grab a pencil with a dictionary. You don't have to write in the textbook. I mean, not textbook, sorry, notebook. Because what happens if you write in the notebook, when you read the text, there are very less students who really sit with the text and the notebook, So I would suggest you that with the pencil, not pen, never use pen in the textbook. Write the meaning of those particular words just next to the word in the textbook itself, okay, so that it becomes easier for you when you read the text to understand the meaning. Like just now I read, I'll read once again. They wrote with a sharp stylus made of reed on the smooth surface of clay tablets. You might have heard about this word stylus, especially in computer subjects, right? A kind of a pen substance, like in smart classes you might have seen stylus. So they are saying that it was a sharp stylus which was made up of reed, and they used to write on the surfaces of clay tablets. Now, how were these tablets made? The tablets were then baked until they became hard. Each tablet was like a page of the book. In India, the oldest script was in use during the Indus Valley civilization. It was found on the seals of those days. In India, the ancient Brahmi script must have evolved from earlier forms of writing. Okay, underline that as well. In India, the ancient Brahmi script must have evolved. Like probability, chances are there, okay? Must have evolved from earlier forms of writing. Alright, so basically writing that we have today, that you use it for communicating, for conveying, or even to describe your answers. writing a method of communication which we use with various symbols, signs, different language, we have different letters, right? But this the book says that the first form of writing was actually a pictorial form, pictures, images, okay, and not the usual art of writing that we have today. As because this pictorial form, or you can say the art of painting, came much before the art of writing. And where it was in Egypt and Mesopotamia. In fact, if today also the book says that if you visit the ancient tombs of this kings in Egypt, you will still find some pictorial forms of writing. And the proper way of writing that we have today, that was something which was developed much later, and it was first developed in Mesopotamia. Another point that we need to take note from this topic is that about our country, that is the oldest script. The oldest script was during the Indus Valley civilization, and one of the ancient script that we have, that's a Brahmi script. Next comes the story of numbers. A number is an idea that is used to refer to amount of things. Primitive people had several ways of recording the number they used in counting. They used pebbles and sticks for counting. By reading this sentence, I recall some childhood memories. Pebbles and sticks. Even nowadays also you'll find small kids, are generally class KG 1, 2 and all. Generally, maybe of your age also, some of you, I don't know. They play at times, this, if you just observe them, the small kids, you'll see they play with stones, sticks. They will talk to stones. So, see, this is another way. They use pebbles and sticks for counting. Maybe it is from generations that earlier these people they used to use for counting, and nowadays kids they use for playing. Even the uses has changed, but however it is being used. The Sumerians used special shapes, but they counted in 60s. The Roman used 7 letters of their alphabets to construct a number. Underline all this. I repeat from the sentence. The Sumerians used special shapes, but they counted in 60s. See, it is not 60, okay, it is 60s. There is a small s with the figure 60. The Roman used 7 letters of their alphabets to construct a number. These alphabets were I, V, X, L, C, D and M. Underline up till there. This can be included for your objective questions also from the text. The Hindus used a numeration system which was far more superior to others. It was based on 0 and 10. The Hindus had symbols for each number from 1 to 9. They also invented the symbol Shunya, which means 0. From India, these numbers traveled to the Arab world. It was called Hindu-Arabic system of numeration. Alright, another thing, underline that. I'll explain you. First, just underline. Hindu-Arabic system of numeration. The Arabs took this system of numeration to Europe. The international system of numeration is based on Indian system. Something to be, proud about our own country. So basically the numbers, right? So with the help of number, what do? We actually tell about the amount of a particular thing, or you can say the quantity amount of a particular thing. And in the early days, the primitive people, they had a different way of recording this the numbers which they used to use for counting. Like as I asked you to underline, remember this, the Sumerians use some special shapes, but in 60s Romans use letters, 7 letters, right? Am I right? 7 letters? Yeah, 7 letters of the alphabet. That's I, V, X, L, C, D and M. So different style, different methods of counting. But the method of counting, or you can say the system of this numeration, was taken much more, or it was much more advanced. As per the book says the Hindus, they used to use this a kind of an advanced numeration system, the superior way. As because why the Hindus it was superior than the others, as because they use what 0 and 10, and also we had symbols. With the Hindus, they had symbols for each numbers, that is from 1 to 9. And one of the most major invention, or one of the most important reason why it is considered that this numeration system is superior, as because it was they who invented zero, shunya. And from India, this numeration system traveled to Arab, which was called the Hindu-Arabic. Am I right? Yes, Hindu-Arabic system. And later on, the Arabs took this to Europe, and you can say that the international system that we have right now currently, it's actually based on the Indian system. Next we have the art of painting. Not much. I won't rush today, as you all came back after a month of holiday, right? So we will go gradually, we will proceed. Let's not rush. These 2 topics is enough for the day, but I believe and I hope that each one of you will go through these 2 topics. Do not keep things for the later moment, or else you will have to, you will be in a state where you can say like in a state of panic if you keep things for the 11th hour. So just 2 topics enough for the day. It would take maximum 30 minutes if you try to understand each and every word and listen to the explanation, not even that, maximum. And if you frame the one which I told you, underline, and if you frame those question answers, that'll be enough for you. Alright, see you then in the next class. God bless you all. Study well.